Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, we telling me we're back again for another footy talk, bruv. Hey, brother, I just seen something, yeah, in the group chat, bruv. Have you seen this Sean Dash thing, blood? I need to listen to this, bro.
No.
Nah, apparently, man, sending for Ruben, blood. I swear down. Hold on.
Swear down.
This, bro, I can't believe this, blood. I hope this is real, blood. Hold on. Let me see if I can play this audio.
I said that is true.
The rascal is this? Hold on a minute, bro. Aaron just put this in the group chat.
Big up the chat, smash the lights, man. I see all of you.
I reckon win one game.
If there was a job to be taken, which one would you take?
As in anywhere,
Any job.
It was always when Man U was the job that I take because of the size of the club, not because it's Man U. It's just the sheer grandeur of it, particularly back then. You know, I mean, I know it's suffering a bit in a minute, but you know, the whole world, which you guys know, but the worldwide feel of it. You know what I mean? I always thought that's a big superpowered club. You know what I mean? So,
What do you make of what's going on there? With obviously Erik ten Hag losing his job and now obviously Ruben Amorim. You talk about philosophy and style. He said quite clearly he's not going to change the way he plays.
you better win some games then, pretty quick. I reckon win more games, and I'm not just saying that, just 4 points. You know what I mean? Give them basic rules of principle.
Yeah.
You know, look, some good players here. You don't have to over-teach everyone, I don't think. I'll be interested more in the longer run. If he can stick to his principles, and then next season we're all going, hey, fair play.
Not a long run if you're not winning.
But that's my
That's
point. I
it.
was just going to say,
Yeah.
minute, I think he's getting a fair roll of the dice because people are almost going out of the players and all that. But it's been there a while now, you know, so you better start bringing some action soon. I think some wins. I mean, not action, some wins.
Brother, what did I say, bro? That's what I've been saying. He's like been there a while now, bro. Man's been there 30 plus games, mate. Sean Dyche is like, brother, I'll win more games than this guy, bro. He's a fucking hipster, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what it is, bro? From the start of the season, you know my opinion on Amorim. I was in the camp of, you know what, give him a bit more time, let him get his own summer. It's inexcusable now, bro. It's inexcusable. I saw one graphic, yeah, in your history of your club, bro. In the history from when you were called Newton, whatever. He's like the sixth worst Newton Heath. That's it. He's like the 6th worst manager or something. It's crazy. And bro, normally to be the worst manager, you have to have a bigger sample size of games. The brother's only been in from October, November, and you're already in them metrics, bro. It's crazy.
It's nasty. You know what it is? These nerds, innit? These modern football fans that have never kicked a ball, bro. This is where we are now. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not even armchair fans, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're computer game fans. This is why these mans are talking about it's the players, because when they play FIFA, if their players ain't got a certain rating, they can't win games.
Okay.
You know them ones there. Like, this is what it is, bro. Like when the man are playing FIFA, if they ain't got bare high 80s and 90 players, they can't win games, innit? They think that football works like that. Football don't work like that. I seen Vincent Kompany, with Burnley, with championship players play a brand of football. Do you know what I mean? This manager lied to us and told us, oh yeah, you're gonna see an idea when I come in. I saw an idea with Vincent Kompany and they got relegated. Facts. Do you know what I'm saying? They got relegated and I saw an idea.
Even with McKenna, even with Russell Martin,
you can see McKenna what he's trying to do. Yeah,
you see what they're trying to do. Obviously, they got relegated as well. I think one good example is when what's my man's name? Sheffield United manager, and I think he got them Euros.
Yes, Wilder, bro. Chris Wilder.
Overlapping centre backs and that, bro.
Free at the back here with overlapping centre backs, bro, and 2 up front. There was a style of play there.
Literally, bro. They probably weren't even actually. I can't say they're not championship players because they got promoted, but they're probably like a mesh of like League 1, League 2, and championship players, bro. You might have a sprinkle of Prem experience, but that team was kind of dead as well. So there's no excuse, bro. You saw Moyes with Everton, like some United fans that are backing will say, yeah, but our players just aren't good as well. But then you're naming other teams that have worse players than you lot. Do you know what I mean? And like you've said for all season, when United have won games, it's through individual brilliance. It's Ahmad doing something. I don't rate Garnacho, but it might even be Garnacho doing something off the cuff that he didn't even mean to do, but somehow it's ended up in the net. It's nothing to do with Amorim's tactics. Do you know what I mean? But for me, it's crazy. But that's just spot on. And do you know what's funny? Like, yeah, I know he didn't do the best at Everton towards the end. At the start, he did, but he probably would do better than Amorim.
Sean Dyche would have us winning games, bro. I said it, yeah. There's not a manager in this league, yeah, that would do worse than Sean Dyche. Do you know what I mean? Than Amorim. Yeah, there's not a single manager. Like, you lot in the chat are there, yeah. We're gonna play a little game right now because man said the players are shit, yeah. So we're gonna play a little game. Man United are 16th in the league. So we're gonna go, yeah. We're gonna keep going up the league, yeah. Until you tell me to stop, yeah. What squad's better than Man United? So we're 16th, yeah. West Ham are 15th, blood. So put a thumbs up if West Ham got a better squad than us, or a thumbs down if they don't, innit? That this is the game we're gonna play. The man are dickheads, bro. So thumbs up, West Ham better squad than Man United. Thumbs down if they don't. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where we're gonna go. We're just gonna start at West Ham United, bro. Exactly, bro. West Ham ain't got a better squad than Man United. All right, next one, Wolves. 14th in the league. What you man telling me? I know Rick. You know them ones. I know Rickin's trolling, bro. Wolves. All right, cool. After Wolves, we're gonna go up 1 to Everton. Everton are 13th in the league, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Everton, still there's no thumbs up yet. All right, cool. Crystal Palace. They're 12th. Do you see where we're going now?
This is crazy.
You see where we're going now? Above Crystal Palace, Fulham. That's, bro. Do you see what I mean? And now we're going to the top half of the table. Bournemouth. We've got Bournemouth, Brighton, and Brentford, bro. and Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are 7th. So that means we've gone all the way up the table pretty much to Aston Villa, who are 6th.
And then
That's it.
I would say that's the first team that you would
And
say
that's the
probably
first team
done,
where that's the first team
Yeah.
where you start looking at them and saying, you know what, Aston Villa have built a really good squad. Attacking wise, Aston Villa have more depth than us. They do.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? They got Asensio, they got Rashford, but really, if you take Rashford out of that and put Rashford in our squad, you put Anthony in our squad, you put Sancho in our squad because they are players. All of a sudden, our squad don't look that bad. Aston Villa is the only team, they got more attacking depth than Aston Villa. But if I play against Aston Villa, I'm supposed to beat Aston Villa. I don't care if I'm Man United manager.
Facts.
I'm supposed to be there.
Even if you go defensively, I'd say you lot have, like you said, just specifically.
Their defense is dead, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. They went and got fucking the Sassy for backup because they're low on defenders, bro. And the Sassy's trash. Do you see what I'm saying, bro? Really and truly, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Liverpool, and even Newcastle, bro. I like Newcastle's squad, but at the end of the day, if I had Man United squad and you put me up against that Newcastle team, I'll be comfortable. I'll be confident of beating Newcastle, but you have to set up right to beat Newcastle. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'd say with you and Newcastle,
they're very dominant.
At the moment, it's a bit level. I think the other
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Level. But we've got more players that have been places and won things, and you would expect the experience and man to be able to edge Newcastle because Newcastle have a very good first 11. But outside of the first 11, you're looking at Callum Wilson and them, man.
Fact. And you specifically said squad. If you did starting 11s, I'd say a few more Prem teams at this moment in time probably have a better starting 11. But squad, listen, I don't like you, man, but I have to admit, you lot squad when everyone's fit, it still should be clearing, let's say, 3/4 of
we should be top 6 minimum, with this squad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I'm not even trying to fucking hear it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Man United fundamentally, have made some mistakes, Ruben Amorim is involved in this because we got rid of certain players, We got rid of certain players that, for me, it's a sin, It's a sin to get rid of, considering knowing how short we were. Do you know what I'm saying? So, man can't tell me, that this Man United squad did not have the they didn't have the capabilities to be higher than they were, bro. And also, when you look back at some of the players that Man United have had in the past, it shows you, that Manchester United in general have previous, bro, when it comes to selling the wrong players, bro. Man United are the kings of selling the wrong players. When I look back and see the players that Oli had and what he left for Ten Hag, it's a crime looking at the squad that we have now.
For real, because what Oli had, the team Oli had, he actually had a team, bro. He actually, when you deep it, we had
Cavani, Ronaldo, Sancho, Pogba in the same team with Rashford and Martial and Greenwood, and somehow we ended up with this.
Bro, you know where Amorim went wrong as well, like what you just said,
Except in the job, that's where he went wrong. He should have stayed in Portugal, blood.
But you know as well, you see how he just said he let players go like Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony, and didn't replace them. Where he went wrong is he thought, let me promote the youth, the Amas and Chido Obi, and that. But the situation you're in, you need experience. Even if the experience ain't necessarily good, you just need experience, and that's where he messed up. He thought, you know what? Let me promote the youth to get me out of this rut. And then if they don't do well, it's like everyone's going to now give them flat, bro. It doesn't really make sense. Doesn't really make sense at all.
This player thinks, that he's still in Portugal. That's why, bro. I'll be honest. Like, he overestimated himself and underestimated the league. That's what he done, bro. Like, it's only that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know what's funny, like the United fans use the same excuses. He didn't want to come. Yeah, well, if he didn't want to come, he didn't need to. No one put a gun to his head, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he came because he thought he could do something. Do you know what I mean? And then they talk about like the style of play situation with Erik Ten Hag, for instance, and it's like, bro, Erik Ten Hag did have a style of play, and he tried it and it didn't work here, bro. Do you know them ones? When we were doing the high pressing and the 4-2-4 in the initial press, that was his style. He tried it and it didn't work, bro. It was rubbish, so he got sacked. Did you get it?
You know what it is though, it was a catch-22 for him, because the way I see it, I think revisionism's a bit mad when it comes to him accepting the United job. You know this, one of the biggest clubs in the world, you're going to get paid probably tenfold of what you were at on Sporting. But the thing is, him as a manager, he needs to be smart, because he knew what he was walking into, bro, if you stayed at Sporting, they're about to win the league. I think them and Benfica are on the same amount of points, but I think Sporting have a better goal difference or head-to-head or something like that. But if they both win, Sporting win the league, right? But the gist is they were clear. I think they were like 12 points clear when he went to you lot, right? And I think they had just whacked up City. He probably should have said to himself, no, let me go in the summer. Let me win another league title. Good on my resume. Then go to United. But what I don't like is sometimes when people say, why did he set the job? Because he would, bro. More money, biggest club in the world. He wants to challenge himself. I know I've clocked Rants here. A lot of managers want to be this hero. They want to be the guy to say, I went into that club and I changed the fortunes. Do you know what I mean? A lot of managers do that. So that's probably why he accepted the job. But then knowing what you have to work with, knowing the situation United in, knowing that you're not going to get that much money to play with, it was a catch-22 for him. And he shot himself in the foot because now, look, he will still get a job, but let's say he went straight from a Sporting to United, or let's say he didn't want to go United. He still would have went to another European giant. Now he might have to take 2 steps back, as in two clubs that are not as big as United and other European clubs, to go like 3 or 4 steps forward, because now his CV's looking a bit, you've won league titles, but they're going to look at what you've done at United being, I think, one in the top 8 worst managers and only being there for 6-7 months. They're going to look at your CV like, raw, football's about what have you done for me lately? What you've just done at United ain't all that. So he's probably going to have to go to like a lesser club. But for him, it was a catch-22. He wanted to test himself. He wanted to challenge himself. It's one of them ones, but he shot himself in the foot. And to be quite frank,
they said now or never. But bro, like, if you think that Man United's a mess, and you think you're an elite manager, then fine, wait for Real Madrid, bro. Wait for Barcelona. Do you get it? Now, if you think you're an elite manager, bro, you get me? Because here's my problem with Man United as a whole and with some of the fans, because they're saying, "Oh, the players are shit. The players are shit." Yeah, the players with Now, my problem with the manager, and big up Roman, we're gonna talk about City, bro, because Reijnders is one of my favorite midfielders, bro. And if they get him and Florian Wirtz, bro, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. I'm watching all the City games next season. I'll be real. I'm not even pretending. Nah, bro, I ain't pretending. You know, bro, I'm there, bro. The same way I pulled up a chair for the Chelsea games at the beginning of the season when their man were cooking. You get me? I'm pulling up a chair for the City games. But look at this Man United squad right now, Look at this Man United squad right now, This is Man United right now. Hold on. This is Man United. We're gonna play a game now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is already. Look at this. Look at this Man United squad right now. Man United saying Man United got shit players, This is Man United squad right now. Look at that. Look at that spine, Look at this team. And the reason why I've left the
bad on paper.
What do you mean that's bad, bro? Listen, that's a 4 at the back. On paper, this is a top 6 squad, if not a top 4, And here's the wickedest thing, Look at this now. Look at this now. Players still at Manchester United, I mean, on Man United's book. Let's just say we put Rashford here, Just say we put Rashford here, and we put Sancho here on the right-hand side. A man are gonna tell me that this team right here, this team is shit. Man are gonna tell me this team. Man are gonna tell me this ain't a top 6 team. Are you really gonna tell me this team ain't better than Aston Villa's? Are you gonna tell me this team ain't better
that's the top 4 team, bro?
Of course it is, bro. There's no arguments. This is a top 4 team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here, bro? And we still got Ahmad. I'm gonna put Ahmad in there. I just didn't put Ahmad in there because I'm letting you know the players, the players that we got rid of. Do you get what I'm saying? The players we got rid of. Do you know what I'm saying? So we swap Sanch, we move Sanch, and we put Anthony here. Because remember, Anthony's the second choice. He's a second choice player because Ahmad's the first choice. Yeah. And you've got Rashford there, or you can put Sanch here instead. We're not talking about Garnacho and Højlund right now. Man are telling me, that this team, ain't a top 4 team, bro. Man are telling me this ain't a top 4 team. Man are smoking rice if they think this ain't a top 4 team.
Definitely is.
You know what I'm saying? Of course it is, bro. And then the thing is, when you look at squad in terms of that, you've got fucking Harry Maguire that can fill in at centre back if we need him to fill in.
Lindelof.
You've got Delo that can fill in at right back. Do you know what I mean? We had Malacia that we got rid of that could have filled in at left back. Do you know what I mean? Also, Lenny Euro could fill in at right back if man had an injury crisis. There's shit that we could do, bro. I'm not trying to hear this. You still got Kobe to come into the midfield here, wherever. Do you know what I mean? Man are telling me this ain't a top 4 squad, bro. it's a top 4 squad, bro. Don't try gaslight me, bro.
We even forgot Lisandro Martinez that could
Well,
even
exactly.
play.
That's what I'm trying to
you're
say.
spot on still. You're
What
spot
man
on.
are telling me this
Heaven,
ain't no top 4 squad. This squad
Man-
here.
Man is in heaven as well, because when he come in for 2-3 games, he done his thing as well.
Bro, man are chatting shit. Man are telling me this. Man telling me this team. This ain't a top 4 team, bro.
Yeah, there's no excuse for Amorim still. There's no excuse whatsoever.
Bro, and we still got Mason Mount and Luke Shaw as well. I forgot about them. I forgot about Luke Shaw.
That's mad.
But man are telling me this ain't a top 4 squad, bro. If we just keep the players that's on our books.
Because you know what it was? You know what it is, bro? I thought you lot would. You know when Amorim had lost about 6-7 games, you said
Brother,
from
look
early,
at this squad. If you give this to Arnie Slot, bro, he's challenging for the title.
No, he is still. My
What are you
manager's challenging for the title, bro. Definitely. And do you know what's mad, Rants? Yeah, when it got to about 6 or 7 losses, and you said, "Bro, I've seen enough," and it weren't just you, those other United fans that I think big up Flawless as well. Yeah, I've seen enough now. That I don't think this man's the guy. I was like, bro, you don't wait till a summer and that. But when it gets to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 losses like that, this is inexcusable. Word to what Diet said, you just can't keep losing, bro. Yeah, you can have an identity which you can't even see right now, but you can't keep losing, bro. It's a results game business, and you just can't. But when you're actually breaking it down like this, your squad's not bad at all, bro. Like, there's quality in this squad. So,
bro, they're saying that the man are shit, but this is why sometimes you have to show, man, like there. Do you know what I'm saying? You got Rashford and Sancho for the left. You got Ahmad and Anthony for the right. You got Mount and Bruno for the 10s. Do you know what I mean? You've got Højlund and Xerxes, even though I don't rate him. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's there, bro. He's second choice, blood. Or he would even be third choice for me. Bro, listen, I'd rather play Lisandro up front than play fucking Højlund.
Lisandro got a strike on him.
Bro, I play that midget up front, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'll play that midget up front. Like, bro, look at this team. This team beats any team in the league, bro. Like, what are you talking about? This team beats any team in the league.
It's a strong team.
What am I fucking telling me, bro? You know what I mean? A man are trying to gaslight me saying, oh, Rants is the players giving money. Money for what?
Rants, do you know why you're going to be vexed?
I wouldn't give this guy money to buy milk, bruv.
I said that.
Nah, bro.
Do you know why it's long? Do you know why it's long for you lot that want him out? Because regardless of your result next week, yeah, I didn't even have to see the reports to know this. Regardless of your result next week, I don't think you're going to pull the plug. I don't think you're going to pull the plug, bro.
I have faith, man. I have faith. Fair. I have faith. Because, you know the ones there. Like, I just don't think he's as safe as he thinks he is, or else he wouldn't be talking the way he's talking.
And normally, you know what they say, the pride comes before the fall. Like, when you start speaking like this, normally you know what's on the horizon. But I just think, look, I'll say this from now, and I think you know this. Yeah, listen, Spurs are gas and all that. They beat you 3 times this year, but it's Spursy for them to lose the 4th when it matters. I know you're winning next Wednesday, bro. Like, I don't want it to happen, but I know you're winning next Wednesday. That will obviously, I don't even want to say Amorim inners because it just sounds a bit sneaky, but the man that back Amorim, that's just going to give them ammo. Raw, he's won a trophy and Champions League football. But if anything, that increases the pressure because now you have to deliver. Because, you know, I was speaking to this about my brethren, yeah? A lot of United fans are saying kind of get in the top 6. But if he wins Europa League and gets Champions League, you can't get any lower than 4th now. You have to stay within 4th place, bro. Because, yeah, you might have secured Champions League football through the back door, but you can't now, finish 6th or 7th. Squad's not good enough to finish in the top 6. No. You now have to keep that level of the team. I'm not even saying level of the team, but you have to keep that position because now you've got Champions League football. That has to be the bare minimum. Some United fans might even say go and challenge now, which for me would still be a bit premature, but I get why they would say that because it's like, hold on, Champions League football, you're going to get players in because of the money it generates. You now have to keep us within that top 4. So, yeah, winning Europa League, you want to win a trophy in that Champions League football, cool. But for man that back Amorim, it's just going to put it's going to increase the pressure tenfold. It's going to increase it tenfold, but yeah, bro, like in terms of him, he's not it, bro. To lose what? He lose more games than Ten Hag, and I think Ten Hag had 3-4 points outside the top 5 or something.
Top 4. And the gap between 3rd and 15th at the time was 5 points.
Crazy. Because Rants, I was one of them guys. After I saw him against Ipswich, like I was like, you know what? After you got your draw on his Davey, I was like, he's cooking still. But maybe it's just because, bro, we hadn't seen this and it was something new. But, bro, as the weeks carried on, this guy is there. And you know I backed him, bro. I'm not one of these people that said he's not going to work. I said to you, Rants, bro, this is a guy that when Klopp went, him, Alonso and Flick were on my shortlist. I wanted Amorim, so I can't be a hypocrite. But what I'm seeing him doing now is crazy. And like you said, the way he speaks, because he's a hypocrite. I remember Saeed telling me, I swear he said a couple weeks ago, Europa League's the focus. Now he's saying, "Rah, it's not good enough," or something along them lines. Or yeah, bro. And you know when a man starts saying things to just say them, he doesn't even know what he's doing, bro. Like he's kind of out of his depth.
I'm on demon time with this manager now, and the reason why I say that is because, bro, before I was kind of like, you know what, he deserves to be sacked, yeah, but I'm not I don't vocally want this guy out of here. But the more I think about it, and I said it to Saeed, I said, listen, the fans are the gatekeepers for this club, bro. We're supposed to uphold the standards, bro. Like, you don't have to like what I'm saying. This guy needs to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep saying it every single day. I'll keep manifesting this shit because he don't deserve to be here, bro. I feel sick, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel sick. And the thing is, I know that Man United fans feel the same way, even if they're lying, bro. You know them ones, because it gets to the point where, bruv, I know most of these men ain't even watching games no more. I know they're not watching games no more, bro.
They're just checking the result.
Yeah, they're not watching games no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking disgrace, bro. This is what this is, bro. Man United is unacceptable, my brother. It's unacceptable. When these men are talking about the players, these are the same players, yeah, that after the manager set us up, yeah, and we conceded 4 goals, yeah, with no reply, yeah, against Leon, bro. They turned the game on his head, bro. That finish from Kobe Mino, who's apparently rubbish.
I know
you know like that. Harry Mob winner and all that.
Winner. I know you're deep in it, but I feel like you lot are getting off scot-free, bro, because I don't think we're deep in it. Manchester United are in 16th place, bro. Like, I don't think the media are doing enough. I think because you're in a European final, it's kind of getting swept under the carpet. Manchester United,
but this is why it really diabolical. Big man thing, yeah. I don't want it to happen, but he needs to lose that final. I'll be honest, he needs to lose that final. He does. Like, my pride, I can't lose that final, bro, because I have to deal with my brother. You know them, I can't lose it. I can't lose it. I'll be honest, bro.
He's gonna be mad, bro.
Listen, if I lose that final on our podcast, I just gotta go there and sit there for an hour and not speak.
Yeah. Facts, bro. Real. And do you know what, Rants? Yeah, it's deeper than that. You would have lost the final to Tottenham, but it would have been their first since 08, bro. I was 10 years old.
Since 08, bro, when we won the double, bro. We won the Champions League and the fucking and the league that year.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
I'll be honest, yeah. Like, Ten Hag won a trophy and it saved his job. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what needs to happen? Not what I want to happen. What needs to happen is he loses that final, yeah, to Tottenham Hotspur, and then he gets sacked because Ten Hag winning that FA Cup, yeah, kept him in a job and set us back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we get rid of Ten Hag in the summer, we probably don't get Ruben Amorim. We probably get someone else.
Facts.
We probably get someone else. Maybe we do get the Zerbi then. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you do get the Zerbi then, or it would have been too cool. I believe because we waited so long.
Or even a Nagelsmann. I know there was
there was Nagelsmann talk, and then Nagelsmann ended up, I think, going to Germany or extending with Germany. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, if we scumbag a trophy, yeah, that's another excuse, yeah, for people to try and paper over the cracks of what's going on right now. We have to be honest, bro. We have to be honest, bro. Like, the honest truth right now at the moment, people, is that the worst thing that could happen, yeah, long term for the club is that we win that trophy and end up in the Champions League, because then it makes it look like the manager's had a successful time at Man United when really it's been anything but. This is it, bro.
This is what I was saying, bro. You see, because I got asked the question the other day, who needs this final more? And
we do.
That's what I'm saying, because I said it has to be United, because listen, let's say Amorim does stay, because I think, like I said to you, regardless whether he wins or loses, I think your board are gonna back him. However, if you look at Ineos have only been at you for over a year, but if you look at their sample size since being here, if Ten Hag had lost that Europa League trophy, FA Cup, sorry, he probably been sacked. So if you're gonna go off what they did with Ten Hag, and this is why I understand what you mean about, look, I don't want us to lose it, but it needs to happen. If you win that, if you just go off their recent history last summer, if Amorim wins it, he most likely stays, because they done the same thing with Ten Hag. And Ten Hag weren't as bad as this in the league. That it just proofs in the pudding, just weren't as bad as this. But I still think if he loses this, there will be so much pressure. I think the fans will even because, bro, then it will just be a
This is
season
what I
where
want to see, my brother, because you see all these fans that are saying give him time, yeah, brother. I know, yeah, I know how fickle these guys are. If we lose that game, all of a sudden it goes from give him time to meltdown. I promise.
facts.
And
Because
then
you need to understand,
it's to look at Ineos and say, all right, cool. How you man dealing with this pressure now?
because
I reckon
literally,
they'll crumble and sack him.
and because of all the I can see it from that perspective. But the thing is with Spurs and United, like, man, I need to understand the loser of this is a dreadful season. Like, for me, even if you win Europa League, it turns from dreadful to just maybe satisfactory.
Diabolical, blood. That's what
it is. End of the day, it's a
it goes
trophy.
from dreadful to diabolical. I believe, yeah, that what's his name walks anyway, yeah.
And same.
I think that Ange walks no matter what happens.
Mm.
I think
That's why I think United
with
probably need it more.
Yeah,
Because I think United, because then if Spurs win it, Champions League football, sack and have a manager, they will have to have a little bit of a rebuild. Because that's the thing with rebuilds is long. Because now he has to get players kind of, well, not all, but some players in his design. But man need to understand, whoever loses this final, it's like you said, it's a diabolical season. Because it's literally just you finish 16th or 17th. It's as simple as that. You finish 16th or 17th with nothing to show for it, bro. But like I said, when it's all said and done, I hear what you're saying. Like, bro, you don't want it to happen because you're a fan of your club. You want to win trophies, but it does need to happen. It actually does, because that's just going to be a saving grace, bro. And Ineos will then have the sentiment thing, like you won the FA Cup. The Ten Hag fans are like, keep him in, man, are writing letters, all that stuff, bro. It will just happen again, bro. It'll just be rinse and repeat. Look, he's just won a trophy. He's got us into Champions League. It'll just be rinse and repeat, bro. Honestly,
bro, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
It's actually crazy, bro. But it's a horrible situation. Like, anyone that's trying to make positive of what this manager's doing, yeah, they're not fans of this football club.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. My thing is, yeah, if these men win the final, all the credit goes to the players, because I've seen them do it before.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
What
European trophy has this manager won, bro, in his career? He ain't won one, so I'm not giving him credit for it. No, I don't care. Like, I ain't giving him credit for it, bro. Because why can't you win league games, bro? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you win league games? Like, this is the reality. The manager gets no credit if we win, because all these games that we've won, yeah, are on the players, bro. I've showed you the squad that we have.
And if we keep it a buck, Rants, if you win this final, it's probably going to be from a Bruno free kick, Ahmad dribble, and he puts past the keeper. It won't be from tactics.
Set pieces. It won't be from tactics. This guy don't have no tactics. This guy's a fraud, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? He's an absolute fraud. That's what he is, bro. I can't lie. And these mutants rate him, yeah, because it is what it is, bro. Like, it's trendy to rate him. You know what I mean? It's not trendy to have your own opinion.
I'm saying it from now, bro. It will be an Ahmad solo goal, a Bruno free kick, or a penalty, so a set piece, or a Harry Maguire, Casemiro header from a
set piece.
It will be one of them situations, bro. Because Spurs can't defend set pieces, bro. Vicario just flies out like a madman, and he has no judgment of the ball. I can see it already. I can genuinely see it already. But yeah, and that's another thing. Do you know why this adds even more pressure on, I'd even say, your manager and players? I've read this morning that Spurs' three biggest creators in Kulusevski, Bergvall, and Maddison are all out of the game. So there's literally, I know you're saying, bro, you need to lose even though you don't want to lose, but there's no excuse now, bro. And I think it's the opposite for you, man, because your players are coming back. Ahmad, Mount's come back now. Like, all your absentees are back now. So yeah, it just adds a bit more pressure on to you.
We should be cooking these, man, bro. Like, I'll be honest, yeah. Tottenham, with the injuries they've got, we should have way too much for them, bro.
Facts.
We should have way too much for them. Like, bro, I'm not even like, brother. Listen, like, when I know we've got injuries as well. Euro should be back for the final. Ahmad's fit. Bro, like, we should just beat them, bro. I'll be honest. Like, we just should.
This I was gonna actually see tomorrow night, yeah. Do you reckon he goes with a strong team or he heavily rotates?
Go for a weak team, bro. Listen, tomorrow, bro, I'm putting out the kids tomorrow. What are you talking about? We're gonna lose the game even if we went full strength. So why would you risk anyone? Why would you risk anyone? I'm not risking no one, brother. I'm telling you, I am going weak, bro. I'm going extremely weak.
You know the Premier League 2 team, yeah? You just literally need to play that, bro. The PL2. I think a lot of them are registered to play first team anyway, or a good couple of them. You just need to play that team, bro. Because now, even for Spurs, I think Spurs go to Villa. For both managers, you now play a strong team and get injured. The fans are just now on you. And again, both sets of fans. So obviously, you lot need this trophy, but for Spurs, this is everything. This is everything, bro. Like, no trophy since 2008. Like, and I think you might see that. Do you know what I think you'll see in this game? Yeah, you'll see it reflected that Spurs probably want it a bit more, but your experience and quality just wins you the game. God forbid that happens, but I think the way Spurs will start, they'll come firing up the blocks. I think it'll be like, oh my God, Spurs are all over United, and then you lot just give them a sucker punch, and next thing you know, United are 1-0 up by playing dreadful. I can see how this final's gonna go, bro. And I just think, like you said, you've had winners. You've got Casemiro in your team. You've got all the players that have won the FA Cup. You've got players that have been there in final, because you weren't supposed to win that FA Cup final against Man City.
But no way, bro. I know Man City were hungover from winning the league and that, but man don't care, bro. Like, we still have to go there. They still should have won that. They still should have go there, and we still have to go there and do a job, mate.
And Rants, you're honest, bro. Even the Newcastle game, again,
Newcastle battered us, bro. I'll be honest.
They battered you.
We scored against a run of play, bro. We didn't deserve to win that.
And then what was it? A Casemiro header,
yeah,
as well.
Yeah. Against the run of play, we were getting battered, bro. We could have easily been 2-3-0 down, bro. We were getting cooked, bro.
So I mean, and that's what I mean. It will be another final where I think Spurs outplay you. I don't really look at possession stats from that. I say to myself, if a team implements what they want to do and they carry it out, in my opinion, they're the better team, especially if they get the result as well. But the things with United won't be implementing nothing. Like, they'll just get through experience and the odd quality from like your Casemiros and whatnot. But yeah, man, I want Spurs to win it, but I can just see from when it got made, I said, look, Spurs is Spursy. They've beaten United 3 times this year, and then when it matters, they'll bottle it. God forbid I'm wrong, but that final is going to be funny. And unfortunately for you, that might just save face for him, bro. Because the man that back Amorim, they'll literally be saying, look what he has to show for it. But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, the Amorim thing's a disgrace, bro. I can't lie. Anyone, publicly backing this guy, and they don't have a coherent reason, because you can't win. You can't win. Do you know what I mean? Everyone that's backing him, they're backing him on based on hope, based on what they hope is going to happen, not based on what he's done. To me, that's not grounds to back anyone. That's not grounds to back anyone. So I don't want to hear this bullshit, bro. I can't lie. Ruben Amorim deserves to be sacked, bro. He deserves to be sacked even before the final. I don't trust him to win it. You know, them ones there, like, this is how bad it is, bro. I can't lie. Them man could fucking coach themselves at this point. Do you know what I mean? Bro, bro, I'm fuming. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more I talk about it, the more I just get angry.
I can hear it still.
Like, bro, it's one of them. These owners need to get him out of here, bro. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
Let's switch the topic to this now, because similar to how you're feeling.
Liverpool, bro.
At first, I was angry when I heard this, but then I actually thought of it logically, because, bro, this is a player I've watched at Celtic. I'll be real. If you say you watch any other game than the Old Firm derby, you're lying, innit? I've only watched him against the Rangers, innit? But, bro, going forward, calm. He's not the best passer of the ball. He's very athletic and he's very quick. But with Frimpong, never really rated him. Yes, he's improved under Alonso. He was pivotal in their unbeaten invincible season. I see one stat that he assisted like 3 or 4 of the match winning goal. Remember Leverkusen were winning and drawing games at last minute
goals. Yeah, they scored the most last minute goals in Europe, bro.
Apparently he assisted 3 or 4 of them, right? But then I thought, there's a player you just never really rated. So when I was linked to this guy, we were linked to him even from January. I was like, I don't want him. However, Trent had one of if not his best defensive seasons this year due to Slot's tactics.
Structure,
due to structure, where we will have our 8 and the 6 kind of stay, and we'll have 4 pressing. Where with Klopp, we'll leave the 1 lone 6, and everyone will be pressing. So Konate hasn't had to cover Trent as much this season. Obviously, he's had to do it here and there, but Slot don't like Trent going forward a lot.
And
but with Frimpong, say that again.
And he's quicker than Trent as well. Do you know?
Exactly, but then that's why I think Slot might have to take the shackles off, because his forte is his pace, bro. Frimpong, to get the best out of him, is his pace. And this is what I said. We will have to go to a back 3. However, you're not going to fix what's not broken. We've just won the league with a back 4. And if there's someone that I need to put my faith in, it is Arne Slot, because he showed, look, yeah, Frimpong isn't the best defensively. Trent hasn't been the best defensively, but this season he has been. What if Slot does similar things, what he done with Frimpong, that he does with Trent, as in not going forward as much? But I think that could be to his detriment, because if we're being honest, he's a right wing or a right wing back playing at right back. That's how it's going to be for us. But I weren't really for this Frimpong stuff, but I just need to trust my manager.
I think it's a very positive move from the manager, because if he's letting go of Trent and he's bringing in such an attacking right back, he might have a plan for him. Do you know what I mean? I'm of the belief that this season's going to be a harder season for the manager than next season's going to be harder than this season.
100%.
You know what I mean? Just because I think, bro, what City are doing looks like a fuckeries. And it's one of them ones where Arsenal will have to spend money. You know what I mean? I don't think Zubimendi makes them title contenders. I think it's a minor upgrade. It's just it's Jorginho with more legs. That's all it is. It doesn't.
They got their priorities all wrong again, because they need a gunman. And their first signing is
how much is Zubimendi going to be? 40 something.
Yeah, bit look. I know last summer when we were in for me, it was 60, and you had to trigger it like no installments. But I think now it's 45. Yeah, around that region. But do you know what with Frimpong? Yeah, another one of my brethren proposed something else. He was at Raw. Do you know what could bang as well? He could be back up to Salah, because Salah's not going to get any
as well. He can
play right wing. So I kind of hear it from that perspective. And you know what, Rant? Similar to the Thiago deal, yeah, I think it's 35. I think it's 35 million euros. That's about what, 27, 28 million pounds. And then we'll just pay that 5 million for the next 4 years. So it's not like we have to pay. And you know us, we like to do things structured. We don't like to pay things in one hit. So it makes sense. He's in our remit, 24. He won't need that much wages. Do you get? We've got that Dutch contingent of the manager, Van Dijk, Gakpo, Gravenberch. You see how he is with, I don't know if you've seen clips, but when they go for international duty, he's always with the Liverpool players and that. Apparently, he's wanting to come to us from last summer. So, do you know what? I just have to trust my manager, innit? I genuinely have to trust my manager. But the other player with Wirtz, I'm not entertaining that. Other Liverpool content creators I'm not doing that again, bro. I got Soldier G with Zubi. I got Soldier G with Caicedo, Lavia. I'm not entertaining that. For me, he's going City, innit? Like, for me, if he comes to us, bro, I'll be gassed. But until I'm at this stage now where if you're a Chelsea, United, City fan, even Arsenal fan, you lot, if you're linked with a player, you can get gas. I just have to keep it a buck. Players have rejected us. So until I see them grinning teeth and putting pen to paper, I can't believe anything, bro. I'm not getting swindled again, bro. Not again. So the Vince stuff, I'm not entertaining that. But Frimpong, that will happen. I think Frimpong and Kirkhead's Rant, they will be our first two signings, because we'll sell either. I don't think we'll sell Robert. I think Simicast, he's linked to
solid upgrade, you know.
Leeds.
I can't lie. If you get Frimpong and Kirkhead's to upgrade on Robbo, yeah, like your centre back situation's pretty stable. Do you know what I mean? And then you get two new fullbacks with the goalkeeper. You got that's proper reinforcement.
And Rants, don't you think this makes sense? Yeah, Alisson or Marmara Dashvili goal. You'll have Kanate stuff we need to wrap up, because now it's looking at Real Madrid wanting to do what Trent does and run his contract down till next summer. Or
what? But they just got this house in you.
Was it confirmed? Yeah.
That's what they're saying, yeah, bro. Like, close the deal with Real Madrid. He just landed in his people are just landed in Madrid.
All right, cool. Rubbish that then. So hopefully we get the Kanate, because bro, he's asking for 200k, and I can't lie, Kanate warrants that. I'll be real. So him, Van Dijk, and another centre back, because we do need a centre back to play in our back three. You got Frimpong right wing back, Kirkhead left wing back, and then you'll have McAllister, Gravenberch, and for me, we'll have to get a 10. I want Sabozza to be more depth. And then you'll have Salah and maybe a Diaz or a Gakpo up top. Nunes will leave, so I have to sign a striker. And I think in a front two, that might kind of suit Salah a bit more, so he can kind of be that inside. Because he comes on the inside anyway. He's not how he was 10 years ago, where he's going to try and go to the byline. So I think 3-5-2 will suit us, but Slot won't do that. And to be fair, I don't blame him. Like, he's just want to leave. But sometimes you have to adapt, and if you do have a Kirkhead and Frimpong, it does give you a plan B. Like, let's say you wanted to change it in game, we can easily go to a back three. So it's one of them ones. But the news that got me really vexed was the Reijnders news, Rants, because me and you have been speaking about it for time.
He's the baller still.
From summer 2023, right? One of my brethren, he plays ball in Holland, didn't it? And when he was at AZ, he was at to me, Rob, watch out for a player called Tijjani Reijnders. He'll probably play in the Prem in the next 4 or 5 years. And you know when you just tell a man, yeah, but I didn't go and watch him. I'll be real. I'm just trying to end the conversation. I'm like, yeah, whatever kind of thing. Like, no, watch him. And then he's at, well, I was like, where's he at now? AZ. I said, I'm not watching AZ Alkmaar. Maybe it was a bit arrogant. Then he goes to AC Milan Rants, summer 2023. And I watched about 10 games. I was like, bro, this guy does not have a flaw in his game. Like, he's comfortable on the ball. He can shoot. He can pass. He can header. Got a cold first touch. He's press resistant. What can't this guy do? Then, bro, I watched him about, I'd say I've watched about 10, 90 minutes this season because I don't do compilations. Said it many times. You either look like the best thing since sliced bread or you look like the worst thing, yeah? So you have to watch 90 minutes to get a real gist of a player, yeah? Bro, he's just cold. He's just cold. And I remember I said on a stream of Monts 2 years ago, he's the perfect Thiago replacement, bro. And he could probably, I'm not saying he's as good, but stylistically they're very similar.
Yeah, he's a nuts footballer, bro. Like, brother, I remember I watched him play for the Netherlands, bro, and I just saw him turn and run with the ball, and I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? Immediately, I was like, this guy's ridiculous, bro. He's one of the best. For me, he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Facts.
Easy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, obviously, man's got you got the Pedris and the Vitinhas, and then you got him, bro. You know them ones, like he's right up there, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's right up there. He's nuts, brother. Like he's crazy. Like man needs to understand. Mad press resistant, can drive with the ball, can play short game, can play the long game. He can attack the box. He could do everything. The guy is nuts, bro. Like people don't even understand because he's not playing for a big club and he's not playing with big players. This guy is the real fucking deal, mate. Like he's a real deal, bro.
Fact. And do you know what's mad as well with him? Above everything you said, bro, we all like a midfielder that can chip in with goals. Bro, he's a box crasher as well. But like I said, I look at his game and I think, what the hell is your flaw? And man can't even say, oh, don't act like you would. I've watched Milan enough this season. Even yesterday, they lost against Bologna. He was the only one trying to make things happen, bro. Only one. Bro, the less said about Rafa Leao, the better. Cause that guy,
he's a bum still.
He's just a bum, bro. I'm not buying into him. Pulisic had a decent game, but I watched Milan yesterday. Tijjani Reijnders was the best player for Milan, bro. I would even say he's the best player on the pitch, even though
that's why he needs to get out of there, bro. Because games like yesterday, do you know what I'm saying? It tells you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I need to get out of here because the keys to AC Milan are supposed to be Leao's, bro. Like, bro, how am I carrying the team and you're meant to be the main guy? You're shit, bro. This is ridiculous.
Facts, bro. And do you know what as well, yeah? Like, let me now ask you this. You remember me and you had a conversation, you know, when Pep was, he's going to put the divorce through for his wife and there was one win in 13 and we were like, you know what, I think he's gone at the end of this season or just before. Now, with these signings, let's say he gets Wirtz and Reijnders, yeah?
Bro, they're saying, bruv, and his wife, they're getting back together as well, bruv. Like, the whole thing's turned around.
Word, bro. Like, I think now, you can't be signing this caliber of players just to maybe he's leaving it in good stead for the other manager.
No,
but
he's definitely. I think this is his last season. I think that he'll win the league with these players and then he'll dip with a win. You don't leave on a loss, bro. Ferguson lost. Dipped to after we won as well, and he knew he weren't winning it again, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He knew that the team had aged out and it was another rebuild. He never had that in him. Do you know what I'm saying? So he knew he's like, yo, this is a perfect time to dip. So
you know, I can see a world as well, yeah. And my boy said I was mad for saying this, but I can see a world where because City are going to sell a lot as well. I think they've got a youth called Perone that they're selling for 35 million soon as well, yeah. I think it's Perone. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. They got that Echeverry guy. LB's saying that I've not watched him. Apparently he's cold as well. But LB's saying he's coming in. But I can see, maybe it's a bit too ambitious, but City are a serious club. I can see them getting a Wirtz, Reijnders, and even putting in a cheeky bid for Rodrigo. Because if you heard Rodrigo don't want to play for Madrid for the rest of the season, he wants out. Don't be surprised if City just take big up Rahman. He's saying they sold Perone to Koeman for 25 million. Don't be surprised if City just take the piss and try and get Rodrigo as well. Because he does not want to be at Madrid. He just doesn't want to be there. So, bro, and it's just what I mean. If my club, if Arsenal, Chelsea to a degree, all the other top 6 clubs should be in for Rodrigo, bro. Because I think he's been at the pinnacle. He's won, 2 Champions League, couple of Ligas. He probably wants to come to the Prem now. He's seen bare Brazilians do well here. I genuinely think he will come to the Prem. What club will it be? I don't know. And Real Madrid will extort because I'm hearing he's still got at least 2-3 years left on his on his contract. Footy Tar saying Rodrigo don't want to leave, but that's what all the I shouldn't believe him. That's what all the reports are saying. So
yeah, I believe he wants to leave, bro. I just believe that he just won't come out and say it because you don't want these Real Madrid fans to turn on you, bro. But I think that he wants to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he wants to leave. There's no player in the world that would be happy getting treated the way he's getting treated, especially not with a player with his ability. These men are treating him like he's Brennan Johnson, bro.
And if we're being honest, he's the most gifted player in that front three, bro. So, like, why is man just acting like he's some scrub? Bro, he scored decisive goals against City, goals against us in the Champions League. But again, because they're a club that signed Galacticos, he's probably looking at it like, hold on, you're bringing in Mbappe, you're bringing in Vinny, you're bringing in Bellingham, all these man, you're seeing a bummy. Yeah, I've mashed more work than all of these, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. So, I think he comes to the Prem this summer. What club, I don't know. But if I have to put my money on a club, it's Man City, bro. They are just the most serious club. Let's just have it right. Like, they need to do something. They're doing it. And them not winning the league this year, again, I know they forfeited, but it'll still hurt them because it's something they've become accustomed to. They're like, what? Liverpool won the league? Hold my beer. We're signing players now. So, yeah, man, I think City will probably be favourites to get him. But really and truly, Liverpool and Arsenal should be all over Rodrigo. Especially our two clubs should be all over that.
Yeah, 100%. Especially Arsenal, bro, because they ain't got nothing on that left-hand side. Those are the kind of statement signings you should be making if you want to convince me you want to win the league. But Arsenal don't want to win the league. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. Them man are happy to hold the pads in it, bro. That's what they are, bro. Bro, they're pad men, bro. You get me? Man, holding the pads for Pep. No, man's doing it for Arnie Slot, bro. Them man there, that's what they are. They're pad holders. So it just is what it is. They're not on nothing. And would I take Fabregas? I think Fabregas is going to be one of the next top coaches, but I wouldn't take him yet. Do you know what I mean? I want to see that Sean Dyche 4-4-2, blood, just for banner. You know what I mean? But I want to see that 4-4-2, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But now I'll take Iraola or Frank, bro. Like, I need a manager that's in the Prem. I need us to sign from the Prem. We've been linked with Semenyo. We've been linked with Cunha. We've been linked with Mbuemo. These are the kind of signings we've been linked with Delap. These are the kind of signings we need to make, bro. Honestly, if Man United get Delap, Cunha, and Mbuemo or Semenyo, and then we shore up the midfield, yeah, this is how you stabilize Manchester United. This is how you bring us back into the top 6 by signing Premier League proven players like this. We've been linked with Ederson. I like Ederson, but I think Ederson is a replacement for Ugarte, not someone to play with Ugarte. I play Ederson and Casemiro.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? And then it's one of them ones where I'll probably sign Angel Gomez on a free, and then I'll get a goalkeeper, and then I think we're good to go, bruv. I think we're good to go for next season. I don't think we're that far away from being serious. I already showed you the squad we got. Do you know what I'm saying? I already showed you the squad we got. So it's one of them ones. You bring in an extra striker. Xerxes can play a striker. Ahmad's already there. And then you bring in those 3 attackers as well. You've now got 5-6 attackers, bro. And then you've got Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony. I would keep at least one of them. I'd keep at least one of them, and I'd move Garnacho on, and I'd move Højlund on. And then all of a sudden, you bring United back to where they need to be. Like, it's not rocket science, my brother. It's not rocket science. Even Tyler Diblin as well, he wouldn't be expensive. I'll go get him as well. Go and get him.
People should be all over that because I swear he's not even going to cost that much as well. He's probably going to...
They're saying 60 mil, but I reckon you can get him for 25, bro. I'll be honest.
60, and they've just gone down. No way, bro.
He's only got 2 years left, and he's refusing to sign a new deal. They're not getting no 60 mil. Them man are just posturing, bro.
Word, bro. That's not happening. That's not happening at all.
That's what I mean. So, bro, like, honestly, I think United can do this quickly, but I'd like Frank or Iraola because I want Premier League proven. One thing I would say is I think Thomas Frank, his style of play probably suits the squad that we have more because it demands less, if that makes sense. With Iraola, there's the pressing, there's the positional play and stuff like that. I don't believe that this Man United squad is a squad that you should coach too much. I believe this is a squad that you should just put out there, structure them, and let them play football. I'm not of the. I'm not a fan of overcoaching players. Even Sean Dyche said it. He goes, bro, some players you don't give them too many instructions. I think Man United's problem is that we've got Amorim giving the players too many instructions, and when he doesn't give the players instructions, they win. Do you know what I mean? That Leon thing weren't no instructions. It was, oh shit, we're losing. Do you know what I mean? Like, handbrake off, you man go win the game. They won it. Like,
I've always said, yeah, and you've literally been a coach, bro, and a successful one at that for futsal and all that, bro. I've always said, sometimes let the players coach themselves. Let them be 10 coaches out on the field. You don't always have. Yes, you're predominantly the manager. Yes, you're at the helm, but there's certain situations where players will take things upon themselves. I always reference this. I'll go back to my club, yeah, and I know you know the channel. There's a channel called Coach's Voice, and Pep Linders. He goes through the 4-0 when we beat Barcelona. Ronaldo weren't supposed to make third man runs. Like, he wasn't. Like, he disobeyed Klopp and Linders, but it was at the benefit to the team. He ended up scoring 2 goals and winning us the game. He weren't supposed to make them third man runs. What did he do? He said, you know what, bun the tactics. Like, there's too much instruction. Let me take it upon myself. And it can be beneficial, bro. More time it actually is, especially, like you said, for your squad, because you're not, I'll be real, you're not to tell me when Ahmed's scoring these solo goals and Bruno's sometimes scoring these long ranges that Amorim's telling them to do this. They're taking it upon themselves.
You play football. I'll be honest, yeah, and I'll tell you guys, anyone that's played football at a decent level, yeah, good players know that they're good players, innit? There's nothing that good players hate more than coaches telling them what to do. I don't care what anyone says. I'll be completely honest to you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've played for loads of different coaches, yeah. I don't like these man telling me what to do when I'm in certain areas because it's instinctive.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? When man are saying, "Oh, you should do this and you should do that," it's like, bro, if you don't trust me to think for myself, don't pick me.
Facts.
You know, don't pick me.
Do you know what, Rant? You're on the pitch, so you have a feel of the game, the momentum, all these factors. You're just watching. Let's be honest, as much as you're the coach, you're just watching what's happening. You're not the embodiment. You're not going through what's happening on the pitch. We have a better feel. We know what the surface is. We know what the surface is like. You might be telling us to play a certain pass, but the pitch isn't letting you do that. So you're gonna have to figure it out.
Bro.
Do you know what I mean? You have to. You're bang on. My managers that I've played for in my lifetime, the ones that gave very little to no instruction, it's no question. It's better under them. When you're telling me to do this, and then when I receive the ball to do this, just that shut up, man. And more time I'll end up having a stinker because I can't lie. I wasn't trying to disobey him. But you know, football comes with politics. When you start playing first team, you don't want to be on the bench. You want to stay in the team. So you start listening. Then I thought, you know what, bun this. Because when you're off the cuff, you're your best version of yourself. Do you know what I mean? So you're banging when you say that.
I've played my best football with managers, yeah, that just said, yo, I'm playing you because you do X, Y, Z. Just go out there and play, bro. Facts. Even when I didn't want to play, I remember there was one game, yeah, when I was in the academy and my manager played me DM. And I'm a striker. You get me? And he played me in DM. And he was like, oh, you're going to play in midfield because he's like, yo, like, you see the game better than everyone else. I want you to play in DM. And I was like, bruv, what? you know them way there, bro. I was fuming. But man said to me, yo, he said, you see the game better than everyone else. Man made me the captain just to gas me. I know he did because I was fuming. You know that was
that's where you have to rate him as a manager because you know your plays that I've told him information that's vexed him. Let me try and lift this.
My head was on the moon, bro. He knew it, bro. Like, brother, you know when they pick the team and I'm hearing my name early. I'm like, normally my name's the last name, and I'm like, why is man called my name this early, bro? After the centre backs, I'm like, hold on, you know?
Yeah.
Brother, when I heard my name, I was like, you know when it man are looking at the rest of your teammates. When I heard my name, I was like, what do you mean, bro?
You're just kind
of. I was like, yo,
I had a similar situation,
bro. Imagine I scored that game, yeah, from a free kick as well. Yeah, I scored a free kick in that game, but bro, man was like, oh, you see the game better than everyone else. But I was like, bro, like I score goals, blood. If man play me, bro, I swear, I remember sitting in that dressing room. When man called out the team sheet, I was looking at man like he was smoking crack. Bro.
You were in disbelief.
I played the position well, and I actually enjoyed it because I said to myself in my head, cool, this is why he's using me there. He trusts man there. So I'm just going to play, bro. It's not my position. So if it don't work, it's on him.
Yeah.
I had no pressure, bro. And I went out there and I played well. You get me? And it was one of them ones I was like, you know what? It's one of them things where he saw something in my game and he could explain it to me to the point where he convinced me that cool, I'm gonna play there and I'm gonna play well in the game, even though I was angry, blood. You know,
Do you know,
I was
Rants?
fuming.
I have a similar experience to you because, like you said, when he read your name, you looked at him in disbelief, like, bro, have you made a mistake? Like, are you sure you meant to say man's name? Like, I know you looked at him confused, but hear this, right? That's why you have to. This is why managers are managers, because he knew when he told you that you got vexed. He's like, you know what? For me to uplift him, let me give him captain. But hear this, I was predominantly a right winger, right? And now similar to you, I'm getting my name read out first, bro, and I'm like, hold on, but he normally does. My coach at the time did defense to attack. He's like, you're playing right back today, Romeo. And I was like, what? The thing is, I didn't even suppress it. I said, what do you mean right back? I'm a right winger. I was confused. But then he was like, I'm going to explain to you after the team talk. I'm vexed, right? And with me, I'm one of them people where my face can't hide it. If I'm vexed, you know I'm vexed, bro.
Yeah.
So he's playing me right back. He said, you know why I'm playing you right back? Because you received the ball at a right angle and you can see the whole pitch. Rants, I got like 3 assists that game. And do you know what? I enjoyed it because it's similar principles to a right wing. And if anything, you get more time. Yeah, you get more time and you get a bit more freedom because you're receiving the ball at a 90-degree angle because obviously I'm right-footed. It's like left backs that play left backs as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, you can see more of the pitch. You make overlapping runs. Yeah, the only thing is it's more running. It is more running, but at the time, I was one of my fittest at the time.
To be fair, if you're smart, it's not less running. You know the ones there because you pick when to go. That's the beauty of being.
Let me tell you why. Let me debunk what you just said. Let me tell you why I was less running because my right winger, he was a lazy rat. He wouldn't come. He was a lazy. So that's why it was more running for that specific game. But you're right. The next 2 games it was less because we had another right winger coming and we also had a DM that would tuck in for me, bro. It's like I was a right winger just starting from right back because even when I didn't get back quick enough, or if there was a turnover and they hit us on the counter, bro, the DM or my right winger would cover for me already. We'll swap places. But that's my first debut at right back. My right winger was lazy, bro. So
but they always are, though. The wingers are always the lazy ones.
I was the lazy winger as well. So I can't
wingers are lazy by trade, bro. I can't lie, bro. You don't find wingers that are willing runners, bro. They do, but it's like them man are just jogging back, bro. You can see them man there, bro. They're only thinking about going that way, but those are the best players.
Literally, bro.
Those are the best players. So it's all about identifying players' strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, bro. And this is why I tell certain people, like when I look at players, I can tell you where these men will thrive. Yeah, it's not just about what they do on the ball. It's about what they do off it. Off the ball, you know the ones. And this is what a lot of people, they only see players on the ball and they judge players on the ball. But most of football's played off the ball. So there's no point judging players on the ball.
And if we're keeping our buck as well, the best wingers don't like to track back. And the ones that aren't as good like to track back. And that's how you turn into Martinelli's and Trossards. That's the ones that like the ones that
they have to run back and do all that.
Like to track back, bro.
They have to make up, man. They have to make up for their lack of ability. So man, it's just one of those things, man. But guys, let's get these lights up, man. We are whoa, how far are we off the top? To be fair, we got 90 likes to go, bro. Like we had a 300 target. We got 700 of you lot in here. I mean, it's an early show. Do you know what I mean? You lot getting used to it. Numbers are going up every week, man. So yeah, run it up, man. Do you know what I mean? Let's get these lights up. Man, I'm gonna redirect to ROMZ's show. He's got a show with Hooks now. Do you know what I mean? So keep the football chat going. Then I'm back here with Monts at 1:30. People, you already know what it is. Let them know anyway what you guys got coming up.
Yeah, so me and Hooks got our weekly Thursday show. We're gonna run over there, bro. He's just literally gonna give man another guard of honor and that. Yeah, and then later on the Football Verbal channel, we're dropping a roundup of the semi-finals and whatnot, and team of the seasons and whatnot. It's more of a roundup of players of the season, man of the season, all that. So yeah, that should be dropping on the channel later. So yeah, a couple things coming up, man.
Wavy, do you know what I mean? So yeah, big up everyone. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone in here. Make sure we get these likes up. And then, yeah, man, I'll see you guys back here at 1:30. Make sure you drop a Rants raid in the chat.